Hey everybody, we're back with the continuation of the book. We're going to do the first page, and I already have everything pre-cut and pre-inked and everything, but I want to give you the measurements of what we're going to do and show you how to, you know, what you need. So the base page is going to be, these are the measurements. The base page is going to be 10.5 by 6 3/4, and you're going to wind up with 9.5 by 6 3/4 because you want a 1/2 inch for the mat. And then your large flip will be 6.5 by 8, 1/2 inch for the fin, and then the mat will be 5 3/4 and by 7 3/4. Your small flip is 6.5 by 6, 1/2 inch for the fin, and then the mat for that's going to be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Your belly band is going to be 3.5 by 10.5 because you want a 1/2 inch for the fin, and the mat for that will be 3 1/4 by 9 1/4. We're also going to have an insert for this. It's going to be 9 1/4 by 6 1/4, or 6.5, pardon me, and the mat for that's going to be 9 by 6 1/4. But we'll say these again, you know, as we go. So for your first page, your base page, you're going to want to measure it out to 10.5, and I'm just going to demonstrate one here for you so that you guys, and then 6 3/4, so you guys just see how easy it is, right? So for the page that you're going to attach to it that won't have fins, you're just going to want to, I just made them the same way, and then I just cut the fins off. That's what worked for me. That's pretty much how I do all of the, when I make them anymore. So 6 3/4, and then you're going to want to have, you know, a 1/2 inch for your fin, and we'll just mark that. And then we'll just mark that. And then we'll take a 1/2 inch off of this. So you're just going to bring it down to 10. So, oop, I got to do the other side too. Okay. So it's going to bring it down to 9.5 by 6 3/4. All right. So we'll put this bad boy away, and then I'll show you, let me get rid of this stuff here, and then I'll show you that you just, you know, anytime like you want to do a fin, you go where you marked it at the 1/2 inch, or the 1/2 inch, and then you just put a nice crease, you know, as a score. I guess it's a crease too. And then just like we do any other, you know, anytime that you want to make a page with a mat, you know, an insert for it, and then you just put the two together, just like any other page. See? Simple, simple. Now I've gone and I've rounded the edges on my things, and I use this, and it is the Paper Studio. It's just a little tiny hole punch, or a corner punch rounder, and it works beautifully. You know, it's really awesome. So, and I have actually glued like the corners of my pages, you know, down, and then cut them. So even when you have them together, this little paper punch does a good job. You know, my husband, this thing kept coming off, so my husband made it stay. I can still remove it if I have to. So we're just going to move this over here for now, because that may be something, or it may not be. So on this page, this is your main base page. The mat for that is going to be 9 1/4 by 6 1/4, and you'll end up with this. You can leave, I rounded all the corners. I'm probably going to round all of them. I rounded these 2 quarters, but I rounded all of the quarters on this one, and I kind of like the way that that looks. So what I'm probably going to do is the same here. I'm just going to take my thingy here, and then I'm just going to ink it up just a tiny bit, you know, from where I cut it. And yes, I'm using the one I made for my ink pad. So we're going to use magnets in this, because I want to keep the pages shut. So I'm going to use magnets. Normally I would use a little bit of a, you know, I have these great little things that make my magnets go farther. And I got them at this really great thrift store here in Tonawanda. Well, I'm not in Tonawanda, but it's in Tonawanda. And I got all these little pieces to use. But I want to use straight magnets because it's going to hold the door shut in case, you know, you want to put more stuff in it. Well, you'll see as we go. So we're going to have a belly band for this page. We're going to have a small flip page, and this is the other side of it. And then we're going to have a large flip page, and then we have our insert right here. So, and this might be for the insert. I was thinking maybe, you know, underneath the mat. I don't want to put it over the mat because I love this paper. This paper is beautiful, but maybe underneath the mat. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. You know, you don't really need one, but if you want one, then have one, right? It's that easy. So we're gonna start with the actual base page, 10.5 by 6 3/4. Well, you're gonna end up with a 9.5 by 6 3/4 page, and then your mat will be 9 1/4 by 6.5. Okay, so we're gonna glue it down. This is the Primrose paper. I will show it to you. You can get it at Michael's. I love this paper. It smells like a library to me, and I love libraries, and I love books, and I have over 300 books that, you know, I've amassed throughout my whole life, and I love them all, and I can say I've read them. You know, I can honestly say that I've read them. So you just want to lay your mat down to where it looks good. A little bit of seepage there. Oh, you hear my ferrets? They're getting into stuff. I wanted to spend the day with them, and they're little ransackers. They're so bad, but I love naughty animals. I don't know why, I just do. So I love my ferrets. We're gonna put another one over here. A lot of people think that they stink to high heaven. They don't. Just wash their bedding. You don't even need to give them baths very often because it takes away their oils. And they're not rats, they're apex predators. They'll decimate a population of rabbits in, you know, days if given the opportunity to do that. But I love them. They're little snuggle bugs. They're super fun, and they make me smile. We just had our portly little one. He passed away. But I've had a total of 8 ferrets all together throughout the years, and I love every one of them. I wish they were all with me. All right, so this side's going to be for the belly band because it's a little plainer, and I chose to use this paper as the band. So we'll start on this side, and we're going to add, now I want to put my first, I want to put my little one on this side. I want my little one to close it. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to put a magnet here. I've already marked that. So we'll glue down. This is heavyweight paper from Hobby Lobby. It's the white. I really like it. I used it in my other album that I had made, The Everlasting, and I enjoyed it so much. So they had a huge sale, 50% off paper, and I said, well, you know what? I really need to get my hands on that. I'd like to use it. This is not a tutorial page. This is going to go into the book that inspired the tutorial, which I showed you in the first what do you call it? The first video with the book. So that's down. Okay, so that's going to be the back side. Now we're going to want to put our magnet down. And I'm going to get my other tape, only because it's a little wider. Maybe I can find it. I really should be more prepared for these things. I thought I had everything. There it is. I knew I had it. All right, so we're going to use the fatter tape just because it's fatter, you know. These are the magnets from Home Depot. I posted about them ages ago because I can't get the gray magnets. I just can't. So I found those at Home Depot quite a while ago, and I've been using them. I enjoy them. So we're going to want to figure out where. So we'll say like right about here, right? We're just going to eyeball it because it's just got to hold it shut, you know? Alrighty. So we'll pull that up. We'll peel off a magnet and we'll stick that bad boy right there. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to put another piece of tape over the magnet. And we're just going to adhere that down. That way it just reinforces it a little bit more. If you've ever used magnets, you know, you put glue there, tape, whatever your little heart desires. You know, scrapbooking is just, it's a free-for-all. If you can make it, measure it, stack it, whatever, do it. Have at it. So, I got the job. I got the job, guys. Yay! I'm so happy. The district manager is calling tomorrow. And we're going to have, you know, just a, you know, formality. It's a thing. But I talked to the store manager today. And she asked me, you know, if I was still interested. And I'm like, yeah. Absolutely. I think I'm gonna really like it here. They're very nice, and I'm really excited about joining that team. I just love people. I love working with people. I love, you know, dealing with people, and it's just my thing, man. I enjoy it. All right, so now we're gonna stick this, because this is gonna go onto the spine. We're gonna put this one, you know, eyeball it, do the best you can to get it as even as you want, but again, you can put these anywhere you like. You can put them high up, you can put them down low, you can make them centered, you can make them wonky. It's whatever you want to do. So, how's that hair? Can you see that wig? Because that wig is hard today, okay? I've had a couple of crazy days taking care of the bean. That's what I call my grandbaby. Alright, so one page is down, or one flip is down. Okay, now we're going to do the same to the other, but we're going to put the magnet on this side. So let's see. Oh, here's my magnet right here. I thought I had another one. All right, so we just want to look, right? And then we're going to put, I'm trying to tear this tape. This is not tear tape. This is, no, it doesn't tear. All right, so we'll put that like so, just like that. Oh, you hear them? What are they getting into? Oh, they're so bad. They're so bad. But I love them. I don't know why I like naughty things. I just love things that are just naughty. You know, except for kids. We don't do the naughty kid thing. That's not too much fun. Okay, so just gonna put this on here like so. And just see where I want it to go. A little bit higher. Just make sure, you know, eyeball it. Eyeball it best you can. There we go. I'm sure there's much more efficient ways to do this. You guys know I'm not exactly the magnet queen. But, you know, I get them on there. And that's, oh, wait a minute, one more piece of tape. And that way we know they're going to stay. Okay. I love this paper so much. I'm going to have to pull the pack out to show you. I've only ever been able to use it one time because I can't get to Michael's very often. And, oh, this is not... Okay, that works. It rolled right to me, so that works. As I can't get to Michael's too often. It's a trek, you know. But I was able to get out there, and I had a tiny bit of extra money and a coupon, of course. And I said, you know what? I gotta get it. I miss it. I love it. It's so beautiful. And I always wanted to make a large album out of it. Okay. So this one is good to go. Beautiful. And we'll just put the tape on here right now. Now remember, the mat for the large flip is going to be 5 3/4 by 7 3/4. That's this one. And then the mat for the small flip is going to be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay. So the large flip is 6.5 by 8 inches. And then the small flip is 6.5 by 6 inches. So it's just a matter of, you know, little bits of inches. No big deal. All right. And trust me, guys, if I can do this, you can do it. I try. Please know that. Like, there's just nothing that, if I'm pulling it off, you can pull it off. Because I am just not, you know, you know how I am, guys. You know it. You've seen me. You know, I'm going to use my trusty little jabba thing here. Jabba. I haven't had nearly enough coffee this morning. Not nearly any. Alright, so we're going to, again, just eyeball it. You know, you want it to be, you know, as even, you know, even. But again, like I said, you can do whatever you like. You can make it any way you like. So there you go. Boom. Boom. How's that? Look good to me, man. All right. So now we're gonna do the belly band. And I didn't tape the belly band edges. And all I did when I made my belly band, when I rounded my corners, was I made the belly band, and then I just, you know, scored it, and then I literally stuck it underneath like that, and then it came out rounded. So you can make all of these straight, or you can make them rounded. I just wanted to add, you know, just a little something, something to it. Well, no, I've gone in this, up there it is. I just wanted to add a little something, something to it, you know, just to see what we could do. And was happy with it. You know, I like it. We'll get more fancy, I think, you know, as I get more creative and more daring, a little more brave to see what I can do. Trying to figure out how I can do different, you know, edges and stuff like that. And I'll probably share the template for the edge, you know, for the tutorial right in the group, so that you'll have access to it. You know, oh, look at me. It's because I'm not using my tool. I gotta use my tool. So we'll just put this over there, and then we'll put, oh, this tool is so amazing. I gotta get used to using it. All right, so we're just gonna fold them down, bring our, we're gonna have to retape this one. I didn't score it down good enough, you know, like burnish it. So I'm just gonna do that one more time. And then we'll use our trusty little thingy thing. I really would like to figure out the name for this. What is my ferret doing? You guys, what are you doing? You guys be good. Want to say hi to everybody? Say hello, Fufa. Say hello, Fufa. Say hi, everyone. I'm Fufa. And this is my badass Wallace. Oh, I said the A word. That's my bad one. The bad. See, say hi to everybody. So those are the little things you hear digging around. I apologize for saying that word. Kind of just comes out of you when you're dealing with the ferrets because they're so naughty. But those are my loves, my little lovers I call them. And they're the most wonderful little things. My dog somewhere around here. And again, he gets in the, you know, the ferrets are in the room and he's like, nah, I'm good, I'll leave. All right, so we're gonna just, you know, eyeball it, make sure that it's nice and in the middle as we can get it. And then we'll stick it down. Oh, I love the smell of this paper. Love it. And then we're just gonna glue down the belly band. And we'll be done. All we have to do is the insert for it. Okay. So, I mean, easy, huh? Super easy. Just a little bit of measuring, a little bit of creativity, and you're in like Flint, man. That's an old saying, huh? There you go. That is pretty. I am really happy. This is going in the original book that started this all. Loving it. Loving it. So love this paper. All right, so here's your insert. Now your insert's going to be 9.5 by 6.5. Or 9.25 by 6.5. I apologize. And then the mat for that's going to be 9 by 6.25. So we're just going to glue this down. And it slides real nice into the, you know, the page really well. I think my next book, though, I'm going to probably just, I don't know if I'm going to make pocket pages. I think maybe I'll make just, you know, straight out, you know, just pages. So it should fit beautifully. And all you have to do, if you have the rounding corner punch, you measure your mats out exactly how they're supposed to be. You know, measure your papers out and clip the corners and the mats. I did no special measuring. I literally cut this out as a square and I took my little thing and I cut the corners and you see it works beautifully. And that'll apply with any mat that you're doing. And any page, like for the base pages. I did the same thing with the base pages. I didn't measure anything special. I just simply cut the page out and then I cut the corners down. You know, it was really easy. And I like a straight edge, but I like a rounded edge too. It's a little softer. And you know I like fancy edges, so all about the fancy edges. But I really hope you guys get something from this. I just want you to know that it's so easy to do this. You know, it's just a matter of just, you know, saying, you know, screw it, I'm doing it. I don't care. Nothing's gonna stop me and I'm gonna go for it. And then you do. and then you end up with some really, really cool stuff. So there you go. There's your insert. And your insert will fit right in there. Oop, my bad. Wrong side. It'll fit right in there. See? So now we've made a page. How easy was that? And with magnets. So these are the measurements. I'll leave them here. You know, I'll hold them up so you guys can see them in case you want to write them down. If you're not in the group, come get the free stuff. It's called DigiScrap. It's on Facebook. It's a private group, but we'll accept you. We don't care. You know, we're not funny. But there's all kinds of really cool digital graphics and things like that there for you to come and pillage. Just can't, you know, use them as is. You got to use them in something or claim copyright. So come and see us and come and have some fun. And I'll be back. I'm going to be doing the hinge to show you guys how to make a hinge because it's super easy. And that's it. I think that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you got something from the tutorial. You know, and I hope that, you know, you have fun creating. God bless you. Bye-bye.